I have never done a show in Colorado. Now, I've been through Colorado lots of times,
Mm.
but I've never done a show there. So if you find this in yourself in a situation where you need a country guy, holler at me. I'll be right out.
I know one. I can say now, I know one.
Let's do it.
Oh, that is neat. You got a lot of stuff coming in throughout the year. My fingers are crossed, my toes, my fingers are crossed for you guys to be able to really get your summer going.
Well, thank you. We're just now kicking around. Normally we would schedule June, July, August, September, and October at our barn with a Grand Ole Opry star or a national act. And we had June scheduled, and then all this stuff kind of went crazy on us. And so we backed off June, and me and my wife are just now discussing a July event. So we're gonna hope that pans out. And there's so many people that are clamoring that, we haven't seen a lot of our fans since the last time we played was the 29th of February, and a live show, and that was in Louisville, Kentucky. And there's so many folks that, haven't seen us, and been out to see us play since at least then, and maybe even before that. And so there's a lot of folks that are hungry and are wanting to hear that sound again. And, and we're just as hungry and we're just as wanting to play that music again. So, it's a good time to, start planning, and maybe these events will open up a little bit. We're hoping for the best so we can start getting some folks to come to these shows.
Right. Now, you and your wife do shows in your barn. Where did that come from?
Well, we had this idea several years ago. We had a piece of property that we bought, and there's a beautiful old 1800s barn that we restored. And at that time, we thought we'd do just a fall event where we'd have, pumpkins and animal petting zoos and tractor rides and everything on our farm, and just put live music in September and October, just kind of a fall event, and kind of build it there. Well, we quickly realized that me and her worked our fannies off with everything else that we had to do. So we decided, hey, let's just do music, and we'll bring the event here to our farm. So we sold that little place, and we built this big old beautiful facility on our farm. And the idea came from actually watching a television show a few years ago that a couple named Joey and Rory. They have a lot of great songs, and they actually still have a TV show on that they do. And Joey is the lady. She recently passed away, but her inspiration was the fact that they could go to their own barn and they could bring these people in and have music and have this live show on this beautiful farm. And we thought, wow, we got this beautiful farm too. Why don't we try our luck at this? And we did that, and we can seat. We've had as many as 400 people in our barn. So,
wow.
It's a good sized building, and but it's really gratifying that we can take our love of the country and the farm way of life and put country music in the barn. It's built like an old. You would think it'd be an old barn from 100 years ago, but it's a brand new building. It's just got that nice look to it that you would think an old barn would look like. And a lot of people come and they love the music, but the barn's almost as big as draw as the music it is. It's pretty fascinating.
That's nice. How long have you guys been doing that for?
Well, we built that barn in 2015, so this is our 5th year of doing it here on the farm.
And is it just local artists, or do you guys artists from all over?
We have artists from all over. We have, we mainly do national acts. And my guys, I have a 6-piece, I have a 5-piece band of myself. We always do the opening act, and we have a pretty substantial following. And so with what the national act brings and what we bring, it's always a blast. And actually, we televise every show we do, and we segment out to where we have our own television show, and we recently recently stopped the TV airing in Cincinnati. We're going to reschedule that here, but it was on for a little over a year. So we have a television show, a radio show, and all of our events we do here at the farm, we televise and tape for the up and coming shows that we advertise, that we do live, and sometimes we do them televised as well. So we're always thinking ahead and seeing how we can be creative and productive and get our music out there.
That's cool. That is real cool. Huh. How far is Ohio from Colorado? Got to go to one of these.
Well, if you take I-70 and just keep going, I bet it's probably 15 hours. I bet 15 or 16 hours in Denver. And it's been a long time since I've been to Denver, but I'm thinking it's probably at least 15 or 16 hours. Now, and let me take that back. It depends how heavy the foot is. You can make it a little faster.
I will say, I have a pretty heavy foot over here. All right. So, Richard, how can your new fans, we're hoping we're getting some new fans by them listening to this, how can they find you and your band and listen in on everything that's going on?
Well, the best way to find out about me is to go to richardlynchband.com and make sure you go to Richard Lynch Band, because there's a scary actor named Richard Lynch out there. You don't want to go see him. He's a scary guy. No, there is a Richard Lynch that was an actor in Hollywood all those years ago. I think he's been dead for 20 years now. But he still exists as far as the name out there. So that's why we use richardlynchband.com, and you can find out everything you need to know about me, all the concerts, our merchandise, our TV shows, radio shows, all our events, and everything that we're doing. You might find out more than you want to know about me, but it's all on there.
At least we'll find the music, Yeah.
There's plenty of that on there.
Well, thank you, Richard, for talking with me today. It was fun getting to know a little bit more about the traditional country.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. I feel as though I've made a new friend, and I hope we get to cross paths somewhere out there in the near future.
All right, friends, we just got told the difference between traditional country and modern country. I didn't know there's a difference. And now I'm going to go and listen to Richard's music and then listen to someone else's music and see if I can tell the difference. I'm your host, Rockshana. Today's guest was Richard Lynch. Be sure to tune in each week for a new episode. And remember, everything and anything goes. The sky is the limit.
Music for the Things of That Nature podcast is an original track brought to you by Jared Sacramento called Dosage.